Debbie Butler, running for Novato School District, governing board member, being interviewed. I'm Andrew Humphreys. The first question we have for you is, you have put yourself up for election as school trustee. Who are you and who are you representing and why?
Well, as you said, I'm Debbie Butler. I've been on the school board for 9 years, and I was appointed back in August of 2006. And I want to continue to serve as a trustee. We have a daughter still in schools, and I think that is very important as one of the criteria as being on the board, that somebody as part of our 7-member board have children still in the schools. And so we still do, my husband and I. And I think, again, that is important. We have a new superintendent, so I think experienced leadership is also key in getting him off to a great start as a new superintendent. He's been superintendent before, but he's new to our district. There's also an exciting time in education that I think I would like to be a part of. There's a lot of changes going forward, and it's changing how teaching and learning is in the classroom, and I want to be a part of that by being on the school board.
All right. Our next question is, you've selected to put yourself up for election as school trustee. Please describe the top 3 issues in this race, the importance of each, and how you plan to solve them.
So as I said, the educational landscape is changing drastically. It has over the last 3 years and continues to change, and we have to adjust to that. We have the new Common Core state standards, the new local control accountability plan, and the local control funding formula. So how we're funded has completely changed for the better for our district. And our accountability is based on the local control accountability plan, which is a 3-year plan that we've developed. And we put our funding based on that plan. And then the standards have changed in the classroom. So again, going what I said, teaching and learning has changed in the classroom. And that goes to the next issue that we're facing, is teachers and developing our teachers to teach to these new standards. Professional development is the most important thing. So outside of the student being the most important, the teacher is the next for me, because we have to give them the tools they need to be successful in the classroom. And so we're constantly bringing them into professional development, or bringing professional development to them. We've created instructional coaches, which are teachers within our district that become instructional coaches and leaders. And so they're teaching our teachers how to adapt to the Common Core standards, how they can help. So instead of sending them off to another district or to another city to get professional development, it's right here in our district, and our own staff teaching our staff in the classroom.
All right. And this position as a school trustee requires you to govern yourself based on a code of ethics. Why would you say that is?
Well, you do need to have some checks and balances as trustees, and we operate as a 7-member board, and we have to remind ourselves we operate as a board. We do not operate individually. We have no power individually. Our code of ethics kind of keeps us in line and tells us the right and the wrong, and it's important that we govern that way and hold responsibility for ourselves and for our actions. I don't know if I can add anything else to that.
That makes sense.
Okay.
This position is governed by the California Education Code. In what way is that governance involved?
The Ed Code is the hierarchy, the rules, the rule book kind of. It's a big thick book that has all the rules in it, and then we based our board policies. We developed board policies within our district, which helps provide structure for our district. Is one of our responsibilities as a board is providing structure, and we do that by board policies. And within our board policies is Ed Code, which are the rules for education, things that the rights and the wrongs that we can do. And it's very important that we follow Ed Code, and if we don't, we've violated it, and we are in we get in trouble, basically. So it is extremely important that we follow that. Yes.
Yeah. And this position as a school trustee has the capacity to harm the community if done inappropriately. Describe what situations would look like if done appropriately, as far as you're concerned.
So when we are appointed or elected to the board, we govern on behalf of the community, and we govern on behalf of our students and our parents. So it is important that our decision making is based on the community's needs, that we make decisions that are with what the community would like, but also what is in the best interest of the student. So if we do not do that, yes, you could have some real issues with the community, and that we're not listening to them, and we're creating programs and things that aren't the right fit for our students. So it's important that part of our work as a trustee is we listen to the community, we listen to the students, and we listen to the parents, and we make a collective decision that works best for the best interest of the district and for the student.
All right. This position as a school trustee requires you to exercise cooperation with the public and control of yourself. How would you do that? Why do you think that's necessary?
Well, it refers to the last question I just answered, and that we are governed by, not governed, we are elected to our board by the community, and it's important that we listen to their needs. And that as trustees, we need to be out into the community. And that's how we get their feedback, and we listen to what their needs are. We could do surveys, or they can come to the board meetings, but we try to go beyond that and get out to the school sites and visit with the parents, go to a PTA meeting, and make sure we understand what their concerns are and what they're looking for in schools and education in Novato. My thing is, I would really like Novato schools to be the first choice for kids of Novato. We do have some private schools, but I would really like Novato schools to be the first choice.
All right. In the nature of public trust, there are funds that are filtered through and used part of this position. You'd be required to manage such a budget. What would be the 3 criteria to ensure that the money is not adversely used?
Yeah, it's important we get a budget. We're about a $78 million budget is what the school district has, and those funds, we have a CFO who provides oversight of those funds, and as a board, that is our oversight, is part of the structure. Providing structure is board policy and the budget. So we have to monitor those funds. We do like a quarterly update to the board. Our CFO provides that to make sure the funds are being spent properly, and we allocate the local control accountability plan that we have is a 3-year plan. Our funds are directed towards that plan and how we spend our money. So we have that holding us accountable is this plan, and that's how we can justify the money that we're spending. That sort of provides the oversight. Now we have a thing called the parcel tax, which is $251 per parcel in Novato. We get about $4 million from that, and that was brought or approved by the community. It was on the ballot, the community approved it. Now those funds are overseen by an oversight committee that is community members, staff, a trustee. They all, it's a separate committee on its own that makes sure those funds are being spent the way they should be spent based on the ballot language.
Okay.
Oh,
Thanks a lot.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're welcome.